Well, hey, you made it to the last lesson. Great job. I hope you've enjoyed the journey so far, and I hope you've learned a lot. In this last lesson, we're going to talk about using filler words, things we say that don't have much meaning. We'll talk about ones that are okay to use, as well as ones we should try to avoid using. Let's get started. Everybody who speaks a language uses fillers sometimes. When we're thinking, we might say, that kind of thing. But the problem is, they don't really have a meaning, so if we use them too much, then whatever we say might not sound very clear. So, I'm going to teach you how to use them less. But because I know that nobody can stop using fillers completely, we're going to spend most of the lesson talking about which fillers you can use and which ones you should not use. Because it's really impossible for a person to never use fillers. Some are better than others. The problem for English learners is that maybe they only know one, maybe two filler words. And so when they speak and use that a lot, it can sound very repetitive. So if you're going to use fillers, you have to know a few that you can use in different ways so that when you speak, it's not too repetitive. It sounds natural.
I was trying to call for 3 hours, and finally, I got to talk to someone, but they told me, that it was the wrong department.
That was 3 Were you counting that? That was 3. That's too many. But let's go back. Before we get into these fillers and talk about them more, which we will do, let's talk about how we can use them less. And I'm almost embarrassed to say how, because it's so simple. It's stupid simple, but not easy. How can we reduce them? How can we say them less? The answer is, you ready? The answer is slow down and pause when you need to think. That's it. Slow down. Pause when you need to think. What's the rush? Are your pants on fire? Now, of course, it's easier said than done, but it's that simple. Now we can talk about the common filler words. We'll talk about the ones that you probably shouldn't use and the ones that are okay to use. The ones that will make you sound less smart, or at least like you don't know what you want to say. And then we'll talk about the better ones, the ones that are pretty common and used by most people.
It's way too hard to get into Harvard, especially if you don't have good communication skills, but I'm really good at talking, so I'm definitely getting in. You have to apply for a visa 3 months before so that you can get it before your flight.
I guess.
I'm not really in the mood for a movie tonight, I guess. I had a long day.
I guess we'll have to just go without you, friend.
Literally.
If we don't find a parking spot soon, I'm literally going to lose my mind. We've been looking for an hour.
This is literally the most ridiculous thing that's ever happened.
So those are the not so good ones. Those are the ones that will make you sound like a dummy. Now let's talk about the better ones. Remember, don't use these too much. So, or, okay, so I use this one a lot.
So, there's only a few days left before the party, and we still haven't made everyone's name tags.
Okay, so I can do it tomorrow if you want.
Well, this one is used usually to think or pause. Well,
I have to bring all these books home, and, well, I'm just not sure if I can carry them all.
Well, you could always ship them there.
I mean,
You've asked me 3 times already, and, I think I've been pretty clear that I'm not going to buy anything from you.
I think you're only saying that because you haven't really thought it over. I mean, if you really consider it, you might change your mind.
you know,
We found the cake shop, but it was closed when we got there, so, we had to find another one nearby, and it wasn't very good.
You know, I think the cake we bought actually made me sick.
now. I think I used this one more than any of the other ones.
Now, do you want to buy Panda individual gifts, or should we all chip in and buy one great present?
Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather get one really good gift than a bunch of cheap ones.
There are lots of other fillers, but if you stick with these and stay away from these, you should be okay. But remember, you should try to use them as little as possible. Although using several instead of just one is better. All right. Don't forget to let me know if you have any questions. And great job on finishing the last lesson. Really, great job. In the next video, I'll be sharing a few really important things to keep in mind as you continue your English learning journey. So, I'll see you in the next one.